Welcome to Xwa No Limits, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, before we even went live, we had to do, I want to say, a draft pick or something.
The following contest is a tag team match set for fall all the way to the ring.
Then here are, like in this case, we would just say pretty much an unlikely duo that actually are pretty good friends in real life or something. Because here is Dallas Carmelo and pretty much a new addition to the underground roster, which happened to be Sarah Wilson. And of course, judging from the height difference that she has from posting shit online, she is actually quite shorter than the rest of the Wonders roster. However, height difference aside, she'll be able to put up a well good fight. And of course, who ended up deciding to call them both up here for a little bit of a fight ahead of the XWA draft will be made official on my community post, would actually be the Fords. That's how we're looking at Color Ford is well concentrated, unlike his sister, that is just completely lost in everything. Pretty much as the OG members of Dallas Renegades will be your opening matchup for tonight's show. The match has already begun. His team that Tony Ford is already humbling the new recruit for XWA Underground. In this case, Dallas Carmelo and Sarah Wilson are pretty much playing as jobbers, but maybe they could get lucky with a pull of victory here. But now that Tony Ford would just throw Wilson like a literal bag. Or in this case, throwing her around like an absolute, what's the word? You know, it would come up with. But anyway, that we are back into the match, and already made legal will be Dallas Carmelo, which pretty much not feeling all that well after coming off a loss. But pretty much coming off of a loss in March Pit, Sacramento, California, but looking that he's issuing to at least get a tad bit of momentum back, only on No Limits. Well, a tag made, and here comes Taylor Ford. Well, planted the boot into the midsection. Dallas Carmelo before landing her down in the ring. Of course, Carmelo managed to kick out at 2. Well, no, not 1. Well, no, not 2, but 1. My bad. Sorry, I'm just really tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. So now, already made legal, Sarah Wilson, looking like she's already being taken care of by pretty much the Texas native. In which, funny enough, Sarah Wilson from Houston, with Taylor and Tony Ford, they do not have any hate towards Houston because they literally were born kind of close to it, I wouldn't say. So technically, after Sarah Wilson would technically be considered to be recruited to Dallas Renegades, hopefully in the near future, but that may not be the case. Hook in the leg and Tony Ford. And open a matchup tonight. Sarah Wilson kicks out. And we have to give it to a short woman in the ring right now. That Wilson managed to actually put up a well good fight against the Ford. As Carmelo is looking on. Now look like a Dodger submission hold won by Tony Ford. Sarah Wilson gets out of it. Into the rope, ducking under, hopping over, and looking down for the short. For the short girl, managed to utilize with her overall height and speed, with to a clever advantage. I was looking to try to snap the whole arm of Tony Ford completely off of her body. Tag made Dallas Carmelo and now made the legal woman. Over into the throwing here into a turnbuckle. Taylor Ford managed to get a hold of Dallas Carmelo and Tony Ford follows up with the stomp. It seems like the siblings, well, in this case the sisters are in total sync. And they're just ready for whatever comes their way. Sarah Wilson managed to break up the pin to save pretty much her partner. But Taylor Ford had enough of it. Well, kick it to the upper body of Dallas Carmelo. As the Taylor Ford just throwing her to the side like nothing. Into her corner now. And tag made. Here comes Tony Ford. Both forward will to use a bit of teamwork into a double shoulder block by the sisters. Now whatever Tony Ford managed to have a kick connect Dallas Carmelo, but it seems like he's just not going to stay down. But the roundhouse kick would be able to put an end to Dallas Carmelo. And middle rope moonsault, well, bottom rope moonsault connect. And Sarah Wilson can just only look on as she is not the legal woman. Tag made and Taylor Ford is now made the legal woman again. I was looking at Taylor has set her sights. Well, onto Sarah Wilson. They give her the Texas Slam, hooking both legs. And the Fords will walk away with the victory, defeating Dallas Carmelo and Sarah Wilson. As originally we were supposed to have word of MYS being in the building tonight. However, with his sudden disappearance following Mosh Pit, he is nowhere to be found. Now we don't know where is MYS. They're trying to figure out what match. Okay, I done thought of it. Pretty much at the second match. So yeah, the second match was made official, and that would just happen to be, well, Master Monroe versus Lansing Yumiko. And now here comes, or pretty much, not here comes, but technically considered to be the queen of Japanese strong style, in a way. And we're saying this in a way because we don't even know if it's actually true or not. But that's what she goes by in Japan, as Lansing Yumiko is in ring. And here is Master Monroe. Pretty much of Lansing Yumiko is ready for battle alongside Master Monroe. And here we go. The Queen versus the Street Fighter. Currently, as of right now, Lance and Yuriko are trying to lock that arm in. And lock that with the whole leg. See if she can get Madison Monroe to tap. Madison managed to get out. Now, the Madison Monroe managed to slam down Lance and Yuriko almost in the center of the ring. But Yuriko kicks out a 2. To do something here. The kick end up connected, but it seemed not to work on Madison Monroe. Now with Lance and Yuriko walking out of this stadium with a win. Let me. And it seems that Samantha JP's first ever televised match back in the FWA schedule.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Knoxville, Tennessee, Samantha J.P.
Samantha JT is back in action after her long absence from the FWA. We haven't seen her ever since Danger Zone, and now, well, actually, as a matter of fact, we technically have seen her afterwards in Danger Zone, but in reality, you don't know where she's been. Ever since FWA Underground has started up, or at least ever since FWA Underground has pretty much been getting a whole lot of traction, let alone a bunch of attraction and new talent, it seemed that Samantha JP had disappeared for a little while. But she is back here now, and she decides she wants to challenge the hype girl of the mob. And technically, and we can't say that, well, Alexa Luciano will be part of the No Limits roster. Technically, that would be our only, that would technically be us spoiling the surprise, saying that Alexa Luciano was drafted to No Limits. So the question remains, who will be the rest to be drafted? Yes, the whole XWA draft will be announced tonight on the community post, so make sure to keep a good eye out for whatever happens. Although we can also say, well, pretty much regarding MYS's disappearance, well, it has been stated that that MYS will stay on No Limits as well. Although he is not in the XWA as of right now, he's already been automatically drafted to No Limits. Now, when are we gonna hear his initial reaction? We do not know. But we did notice that MYS has suffered pretty much his leg injuries from the house show he was working at. It seems that the injury has gotten worse to the point where he had to pretty much give himself self-retirement, or in this case, MYS had to retire from the FWA just to heal up. Well, I wouldn't say retire, technically taking a break from the FWA so he can heal up. So. And MYS said that he may, if he doesn't end up returning, if he doesn't return anytime soon, just remember that technically he'll just be having leg surgery. So, before it even happens, we would like to send our prayers and wishes and prayers to MYS for a speedy recovery after the surgery. Kick out by Samantha JP. We don't have that many matches lined up for the FWA because most of the time it's going to be put into the draft. Which unfortunately, as it was announced by Denver Lucas, either the announced by Denver Lucas was saying that the FWA draft will not be televised because number one, we do not have a stage, and number two, we do not have an actual format to do the draft. However, we already know the wrestlers that are going to be going to main roster. So be on the lookout for that. Although we can go ahead and clarify who are the protected champions. And that would be the FWA Underground Champion Cobra, the FWA Heavyweight Champion Mr. Blue, and the FWA World Underground Tag Champions House of Pain will be staying on their respective brands as they cannot be drafted due to them holding on to their belts. Yeah, the West Luciano gained the appraisal from fans, which is actually quite surprising to see that both Lester Luciano and Samantha JP are getting majority of the crowd chants. And pretty much everyone loves them. Stop to the midsection. Call from Samantha JP. Now, the thing is about Samantha JP, she said she has a bunch of respect to every member of the mob, but the one that she has respect for the most is the youngest member, Alexa Luciano, because not only does she have the insane star power and the sheer momentum, but and it seemed that Rhea Ripley had decided to attempt to crash the party for this No Limits matchup, and whatever type of calls that Alexa Luciano made, it seemed that she managed to try and distract Samantha JP. However, Samantha JP has something up her sleeve for her very own, and looking to connect the discus punch to Alexa Luciano, but it seems that Alexa might beat her end pretty much with the JP bomb. But Samantha JP won't be able to get a win as Alexa Luciano kicks out. It seems that Samantha JP has her targets locked again, going on for another JP bomb. And again, Alexa Luciano kicks out. Yeah, Samantha JP attempts to go off the top rope. And super kick from Alexa Luciano, but now, as for Alexa Luciano, kind of stomp on the arm. And there's a headbutt. Now looking that this may not be the same as that Alexa Luciano we have seen before. Now she just want to bring Samantha JP to her feet. And there she goes for the middle rope cutter, hook in the leg. But Samantha JP kicks out. And pretty much there is the Red Thunder Bomb for Samantha JP as she will get the victory on her first match returning from her absence. So technically, as our final match, unfortunately. Also, I am watching SmackDown, so it's Paul Heyman. Alright, I just wanted to get that off my chest, because every time Paul Heyman comes out, you do have to say his name as part of the crowd chant, and then you proceed to boo him afterwards. It's kind of funny. Also, why don't we do a little something special? Because I have a damn funny ass idea. I know that, of course, the YouTuber itself technically never even heard of me or even knows that I stream most wrestling. But even if he ends up seeing this, first of all, hi, and second of all, you're pretty much your work in DPW. Exquisite, I love it. But I'm just saying, hopefully one day you'll end up showing up at WWE, because it would just make perfect sense and it would come full circle. Just saying. Of course, we're talking about the 99 overall, Chris Danger. Pretty much, as I'm looking here, saying he's willing to fight Mr. Blue in a non-title match. And technically, this is just gonna, and after Chris Danger saying that he wanna make this a one-night show for him. So in this case, Mr. Blue decided, you know what, sure, I will give Chris Danger a one-night show type of match, where Chris Danger only shows up for one match, and that is tonight, and that's it. But who knows what could potentially happen afterwards. So here is the main event, Mr. Blue.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 175 pounds, the Extreme Heavyweight Champion.
And Mr. Blue had the entire crowd on their feet here. But we also know that there are a few DPW fans and also a few Denk Ops subscribers that are kind of in the attendance. That Mr. Blue is here. You all see that Mr. Blue still has the tape around his waist, as he doesn't want to get injured too much. And here comes the 99 overall, Chris Danger. Now Mr. Blue, they're trying to calculate how exactly he's gonna win in this matchup here this once of a lifetime matchup. But here, Chris Danger going with the impressive suplex to start off the match. I believe that was almost looking like a phenomenal forearm. Now for Chris Danger, pretty much going with some pile drive to Mr. Blue. Someone looking at Mr. Blue just trying to tank every single shot of the 99 overall. But you gotta remember that Chris Danger have pretty much have went through multiple storylines, continuous feuds, continuous title reigns in his career to be in this exact moment, going up against the SWA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Blue. Now Mr. Blue managed to counter, but tried to attempt to get almost a roll-up, but letting off immediately. Now into the turnbuckle for Chris Danger, looking at Mr. Blue trying to extend the arm, well, at the 99 overall, and looking like he's willing to do it again. With a heavy right hand, we're into the corner. Now Mr. Blue looking to slam down for Chris Danger in your main event. And now just trying to target the legs, hooking the leg here for Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue ends up not getting a successful pinfall attempt, but now going with the turnaround cutter. Whatever Mr. Blue had plans here, going with the snap slam from the ropes. And there's the knee connected to Chris Danger, but managed to get up. And now being thrown into the corner, as this is an absolute battle between the main eventer versus Chris Danger. Now being tossed into the corner. It's all looking at Chris Danger, man, might actually be able to deliver the counter. And there's the super kick connecting to Mr. Blue, hooking the leg. And a near pinfall from the 99 overall. Now, after there was a few dream matches, wait a second! It almost looking at Chris Danger had took flight. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Now, for what the SWA universe have been saying, like a dream match, pretty much a dream match between MYS versus the 99 overall, Chris Danger would actually be one hell of a fight to witness. As you see, MYS is pretty much his own character, while Chris Danger is pretty much unlike any other. And looking at Mr. Blue, almost looking to have the advantage by a count out, but Chris Danger managed to slide himself back in the ring. Now Mr. Blue with the suplex. Now they're thrown to the rope with a spear from Mr. Blue, hooking the leg of Chris Danger. But Chris Danger somehow, some way, managed to free himself from a pinfall attempt, and Mr. Blue got hype up the crowd. And here you go for the elbow drop, connecting onto Chris Danger. Now for Chris Danger, possibly looking for some way to finish off Mr. Blue. But it seemed like he doesn't want to carry this off immediately. But now, Chris Danger, and they have some way to weaken Mr. Blue in this non-title match main event. Now, with another suplex straight to Mr. Blue. Again, Blue has to be careful pretty much on his lower rib cage, as they could just pretty much one heavy attack, either being thrown into the turnbuckle, or thrown into the steel stairs. Any heavy hits like that, his rib cage would just shatter completely. And I believe we got the overall kick. And hook and leg go for Chris Danger. Mr. Blue kicks out at 2. And we will say again that this is your main event. And there's the Danger Zone from Chris Danger. Hook in the leg of Mr. Blue. And Chris Danger will win in your main event. Pretty much the XWA universe is not only shocked, but also pretty much have goosebumps that they just witnessed pretty much the overall, well, WWE 2K legend managed to defeat the main event, Mr. Blue, in a non-title match. And with that out of the way, we thank you for watching XWA No Limits. As we return, hopefully this Monday, because it calls for a bad rain shower in my area, so yeah. Please pray for my fucking electricity to stay working. But with that being said, thanks for watching XWA No Limits. I know it was short, but don't worry, I have a few more matches cooked up here and there. Goodbye everyone, and we'll see you guys on Monday.